Alright,
Wham. I thought this is how wham.
Okay, wow.
Welcome to Rixon in person now.
Okay, yes, in person.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I had to make up for
the final podcast.
final podcast.
After you'll be cancelled.
Oh no. Okay. You have things in mind you're ready to say?
Editing this down. It's gonna be about brisk 5 minutes after editing.
Oh no.
But firstly, we start with there's a wonderful jersey you're wearing there.
Yes, this is a gift from Rixon. Trinidad and Tobago University. I don't know what was this something here?
Authentic wear collection.
Alright.
Yeah.
And it's embroidered and whatnot.
Like $20 in rattans, eh?
Yeah, rattans clothes.
Embroidered. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah. But firstly, I just want to say that
You call
that random insult of the Guyanese people that I was seeing was due to some choppy editing that was there.
Well,
I was insulting Guyanese people, and I sure told this will be cut out again.
You insulting Guyanese people.
No. Well, I tell you to pass 11 o'clock today. Could have gone back.
Yeah, but you wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
You reached 11:15.
No,
that was too late.
Yeah, well, you could have been around.
I had some things to do. I come home.
Alright, well, I hear now when I'm being forced into podcasting, and I'm in the hood in the night, and driving in this man's street was scary. It had a truck driving behind me in the street, and I come down, and the man take off the light, and I just pull in a side street and let him pass me. Yeah, it's right over there. Right over there, yeah. I just see the light come off. I was like, alright, let me turn in here. This mightn't be Shaz street, but let me still turn in there.
So it was
the wrong street? Yeah, it was definitely the wrong street. So I turned in and I just back one time. Nah, I went in the one before, and then I went in literally like about 3 streets before I reached it.
Maybe? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go turn into the wrong street.
Yeah, and then well, as I come in the street, it had like a man walking in the middle of the road, and I was behind him, and like, he turned around and I was like, okay, yeah, you go ahead. I'm not going to pass you or nothing.
No way, man. Just
pass. Because he had the advantage, even though he was on foot.
No way, that's not a pass. Go away.
He was in the middle of the road. I couldn't pass.
So you.
I was only able to pass when he pulled to the side. And even then, that was probably I get a better angle on it.
Just a man walking on the road.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Maybe you couldn't avoid the man walking around.
Remember the time I was dropping her home one night. This was about 15 years something ago, and we come in and like one of your friendly neighbors right down the street there was flagging me down. So I was going and wind up my glass to talk to him, and you start to bawl, "No, why? Keep your glass up and drive fast." And it's literally in your street.
It's just
literally in your street.
Yeah, but I don't know the people, so you don't really.
Where's a friendly neighbor waving me down?
No, there's people living nearby maybe, but I don't know them, so don't stop to ask for directions. Generally, and you know where he was going. You know where he was going. I
don't know where he's
going. So you already turned into wrong streets.
Yeah.
And a man decided to turn off his lights, so you stopped inside the road.
I pull into
so that he could have cost you. Whatever the word is.
Well, that was probably a bad idea, yes? Should I probably just keep going? Well, I thought it was your street. And then, as I pulled in, I realized it wasn't. But he had done pass and gone, so I just back out and like that.
Maybe he turned off the lights so you wouldn't blind you or something.
Behind that?
Yeah, to blind him wherever you mirror something.
Okay, yeah.
But, okay, so aside from that, you come and you know you was going to do a podcast. What was
No, I didn't know
what's your talking point?
I come to drop jerseys for you and Devan, right? Matching jerseys. Devan will wait in the next podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Devan also loves Trinidad and Tobago. I was hoping to get a sweet TNT one, but
yeah, that'll be good.
Nah, that's looking good. And if it's in good, and it's a medium.
Yeah.
Medium, if it went medium, you get fatter.
No, it's small, but just have something underneath.
Nah, it's a good fit. Yeah. What is it normally wear? Small?
Small, but small is fitted.
Okay, yeah. Well, I had some questions. I wanted to ask you. I am going to be the interviewer. Like, I wanted to know about your like creative process, because like when you do anything, you have a way that you just kind of go a little extra with it. Like, instead of just writing And instead of, okay, let me start first. You make a game. Instead of just making the game and have the game there for me to play and thing, what does it do? You license it to Trinidad or something? And
Oh, yeah. So it was registered. I can't remember exactly what it was, but as an art form produced in Trinidad.
Yeah.
And normally that would be for like traditional arts, like paintings. And so I think it was the first video game that had done that. And they accepted it because it is an art form and it was something new.
Yeah.
So, and I had done traditional art before. So this was just another step in a similar direction, and it wasn't too strange. But I don't know, I just...
Yeah, but so yes, like do that to like legitimize your work, because with Zombosis and all, you could have sent me a little PDF to read, but you actually publish it and print it, I think.
Well, no, it's kind of like publishing the podcast, right? You have videos, and once it's published, it's out there, and so that we could always look back on it afterwards, and it doesn't as easily fade away over time. Say like the Matrix movie, right? As long as it's on YouTube, you can always go back and look at it. Because if it wasn't a CD like it was, that would
the CD is the real original copy, right?
Yeah, but nobody have a CD player. So, or a DVD player, or whatever it was, right?
Yeah.
So that would be lost.
No, but okay. So still, it is there or there on YouTube and stuff as there, but you actually publish and stuff. As opposed to, like, look how Matt does do his tabletop RPG stuff, and he posts it in those, like, what is this, forums. So it is there out for the public and stuff. But to me, taking the extra step, producing, publishing, and things like that.
I just wanted to go as far as I could go. Because the game was on Steam, and that's a fast step to get to actually publish something on Steam.
It had reviews and things.
And real people played and real reviews.
Real people was played it and real insulted it, and Shaz quartered so am I in all the comments with foreigners, South Americans, and they played it and like, well, what's going on here? What is this? And then Shaz say, am I in the comments and things.
The game literally free. Like, what you gonna complain about for the game? Oh, in case we need context, game is Super Shooter on Steam, and the book we're talking about is Zombosis, which published.
Playing some of them, so the Switch eShop is like a whole set of shovelware. I sure you could put Shoot All on the Switch eShop and have the price as $10 and then have it as sale? 90% off.
It's trickier to do that,
and then you can make it on the front page.
To get onto Nintendo stuff is more difficult because...
But they have real shovelware, it have like real shipping is there, so I don't think they have that Nintendo quality seal again.
No, but it'll still get lost. Like you still have to push it in a way. So Steam, as far as I went to go, and I kind of just there.
If something sufficiently cheap, people will still buy it, because it have like some of them thing, and it's like when I searching for games and thing in the Switch library. I don't go in on no recently release and thing. I just go in on sale and then search through there. And have stuff on my wish list and only buy things on sale. I have never bought a full price game.
If I had done that, so that means you never buy a Nintendo game then.
Okay, the only full price game I buy is Zoldo. Because that price didn't drop.
Zoldo.
Breath of the Wild. Yeah. I have ideas of the king on it.
Yeah, I don't think I'll buy it.
It looked too similar to Breath of the Wild.
But
I know it's different, but...
But yeah, to publish on Nintendo, you need to have the software needs to be able to compile for that, and do play testing, and it's just a harder process. And I was like, okay, this is kind of published already, and the quality is not like high enough that I would want to spread it to a console too, because it costs some money to like get software and plenty time to do it, right? Not plenty time, but that's single because I did everything, art and music and whatever, right? And so the quality was restricted because of that. But if I was going to publish it on a console, I would like the quality to be higher. A book is something easier for me to...
No, but like quality. Pixel art like is a big thing now, and so because you choose that art choice, it aged better than...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true, but pixel art is not good pixel art I had. Right? I could have done better, I just kind of want to push it out.
It it serves its purpose. And then plus on a switch screen, it might look better. It's a smaller screen.
Yeah.
What year this was again? How?
20. That year was 2017.
Okay.
And the book was published in 2020.
Okay.
So the book was like 10 years or something. I was writing about.
Yeah.
More than 10 years.
Yeah.
And then it just like changed over time.
Because clearly based on the situations, the fictional situations that definitely had no inspiration to real things. It seemed that that you may have started it like in year 2 UE or something, and then when it has something called Chogam, I don't know, it's suspiciously similar to certain things there.
I sure have a disclaimer and I say everything is coincidental.
Yeah.
But you know, you can draw some similarities to. People tend to see similarities in things that they know.
I've heard.
Yeah, so that one was, the book was, it took a long time.
Yeah.
But you could kind of, if you could write and you wanted to put in time and effort and editing and stuff, you could improve the quality over time. And then it wasn't, some people would just publish and you can have it open for reading for free. But I chose to try to do some editing. And for the more or less formal process, most people, if they want to have like a successful book, will go through an agent. So an agent will try to sell the book to publishers and they will get...
Because you're still considered self-published, even though it's through the Amazon platform.
It's self-published, yeah. So I had done everything for myself. Because it kind of like a lot of people have tools now to write books and get published, and you need to kind of know the right... Oh, okay. Well, that's different. So the book was written 100% human written before AI started taking over. I don't know the value of books anymore after AIs could just write books, right? And write it good now. But yeah, so it had cost money because I had to actually pay people to like edit and have plenty of errors. Even though it's still have some errors.
I didn't read nothing.
They find plenty of errors, so I had to.
It looked like they get fed up at some point, but
yeah. No, it was like, well, remember, I didn't have the tools before. It was more manual.
Well, yeah.
So now if AI is comb through it, they will find things
Well, yeah.
they're looking for. So it's easier to make sure things perfect. And I do actually want to do second edition and make some changes to it, because I'm sure that it's gonna be. When I read it back, I read it back and it had like small errors. Maybe like a little.
So like the part when Zach was real unintentionally sexist.
Nah.
When Augie.
Zach or Dan?
They are the same person, man.
It's two different people we talking about. Yeah, two completely different people.
Yeah. Okay, yes, Dan, yes. When Augie was taking in feedback, so you tried to put it like Augie wasn't too sure what he was doing, so he's taking feedback from everybody, and Dan was sure, so he had taken on nobody, and he was and you literally put out that he was discussing with himself or something.
Consulted
himself.
Yeah, I can't remember what I write, but that wasn't the intention. It was just like I would just write. And so when I was writing, it would be like at the end of a workday or something when I'm kind of tired, and I just be in bed and write some things. And so plenty of things written didn't really have a meaning behind it or what I was thinking. So that was one, but I'll probably keep it like that. It was probably more sexist
like
before.
all of that's the charm in it, you know. All of that is the funny stuff.
But I don't want to have any like plot holes, or I feel like there's at least one plot hole I found.
What's that one?
Something where I can't remember exactly what it was, but I'd written it down somewhere. Where one of the characters, I think it's Zach, has like this internal voice, right? And I think that he might have had the internal voice, or was it Dan? One of them, right? Not the same person.
Well, it seems like you are also confused on which one is which.
Yeah, I can't remember. But I had the internal voice and a point where it shouldn't have it. Okay. So like going down to it's in 3 parts, and it should only be in one of those parts, not in 2 of them. Okay. Because at the point of view written it, you can't
it was another character's point of view. Okay.
Well, I think it was from his point of view, but it was in the wrong act, so it should only be in one act. So it was probably spilled over to another act. Alright. That's what I think.
I do to read that thing over, so.
Hey, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
You know? if I had brought it, I'd have read it in plane.
Mm-hmm.
But
I had a flight this year, and I carried some buses to read on the plane. But then as soon as the plane take off, I realized I can't pray and read at the same time. So I had to be praying to keep the plane going.
yeah.
And yeah, so the
At
book
least-
went for a trip and it come back.
At least you save everybody.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
I remember a time, this was like in 2008 or something, I was going on a flight and I had my little DVD player and stuff, and I was like, alright, let me organize a little movie to watch, I think. So I carry Team America World Police, and I put it on, and as I put it on, it was literally like a plane blowing up in a terrorist attack, and I was like, alright.
So you have them rich man portable DVD players. They flip up and have a screen and thing on it.
Yeah, that was like
for rich people.
common, no? That was a common thing. Like,
rich. Common for rich people.
It was a real cheap. It like mash up real fast.
And you had headphones, or you just had it playing out?
No, I think I had headphones.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think in the plane that we came in had people just listening without headphones.
No, I didn't. That
Some poor etiquette.
real poor etiquette. But like, I was listening to real soca and thing or commentary.
I think I was watching like a movie or something, but I had headphones on, so it wasn't that bad.
Okay, yeah.
Nobody was saying anything.
No, when we travel, I don't think I ever encountered.
Those Caribbean Alliances.
Oh,
It was
well,
only Trinidadian people.
Trinidadian people in there, yeah.
Yeah, so the book had
Mhm.
cost a fair amount of money that I didn't recover, but still,
Even
it
with
was-
all the sales,
it didn't have any sales.
Mm.
Uh,
you were able to, know the number and stuff?
I would have seen the numbers at some point, and it's like not much, like
Okay.
probably just double digits or something.
Okay, so is a number that you know is not we alone buy it, other people buy it?
The other people might just be like a couple or something. Like just a
Okay.
few. But it's not marketed, so it's not like anybody know about it.
Yeah.
So, but there, and if you Google search my name now, it will come up, which is kind of good.
Kind of good or kind of really bad?
And it's good because when I had for my current job,
Yeah.
for my current job I write, like there's a lot of writing,
Uh-huh.
and one of the things that I told them is my interests and things that I accomplished is I publish.
Okay, alright, so yeah, that is another reason why you could publish and thing. It's actually in your CV.
It only
Well, it's a
CV.
talking point.
It's a talking point.
Okay, alright.
So like
And same thing with having the game on others, a talking point as well.
well, I mentioned that too. It just shows creativity and like
Yeah.
it useful in some instances, maybe for not so much.
Yeah,
for
I
this job,
think it legitimizes it because like plenty things you would do over there. Like if you make a drawing and you just have it there as your drawing, nobody know about it. But doing that, having a show or something that legitimizes it.
Well, I done. When I went to the Mount Hope Art Show, so I had paintings that were on display for that.
Oh,
one
you
painting.
did?
Yeah.
Okay, when I was.
I think before I left
Yeah.
Trinidad to Canada.
Okay.
So it would have been between, let's say 2017 to 2020, somewhere between.
Okay.
And I had this one painting I did, and I went and I had it on display.
Oh, but it had like a whole set of different artists and
Yeah,
stuff.
plenty of people.
Okay.
Plenty of people.
Alright.
And the only thing I recall from that is that at the end of the night, I was carrying it back. Like people pick the art up and carry it back.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, that was my favorite one." I was like, "Okay."
Is there anything I see? Because I know your artwork with yourself drawing with you holding
It was that one. It was that one.
Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, that was real good. And probably how we see you and see it, you could tell it's you. Like it kind of anime stylist, but you could tell it's you.
Well, I don't know if he drew that connection, but I don't know. Maybe he had like.
So
I guess that's what art is interpreted to mean something to you.
So now you're saying that the drawing that was literally you could possibly not be you, just like Dan and Zach. Wait,
I'm not denying that.
When you're editing, you're making sure you're puffy and the good image. So people can say, okay, well, yeah, that is definitely you.
I could put up a picture of the art, the thing, because I have the art, so it's there and it's actually a physical piece of painting, and still exists. But it published, like I have a scan of it somewhere, and it's on ArtStation, so it's on a website.
Okay.
So on ArtStation, I have those paintings, and I also have the drawings for every major character in Zombosis, which you apparently never know of.
Well, I only find out about that recently.
Because you're not a true fan, and a fake fan.
No, but you
you
never tell me about that.
That's true. I didn't tell anybody. I wanted to actually have it in
That's
the book
supposed
itself.
to be the book, yeah.
But I think the editors were like, it's not like a normal thing for a book.
Yeah, well, so the writing kind of more realistic, and then the art of that kind of very stylized, real cartoony.
Yeah. So it doesn't, like, maybe it's not it didn't match that well, but the writing was kind of like meant to be comedic and lighthearted. And not really too serious. Although it involves could be some serious themes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Laura never read it, or?
She tried. And she read like one chapter or something, and she stopped. And she would say she always intend to read it, and like this is New Year's resolution to read the book. And
because I've seen a pattern here then, because in the last Lauren podcast, Lauren did say that she was the first repeated guest. So clearly she never watched the podcast, because Matt had been in the podcast about 3 or 4 times up to that point.
Yeah, she's not number one fan.
She's not the number one Shaz. And Shaz art fan.
No. I mean, she does have the painting though. Like, she has the painting that I put up, we talked about. She has that one. But I don't know if she watched the entire, probably not, podcast, the series of podcasts. So small things that you had edit that you don't think of is like, it will have background noise. Even this might have background noise because of the fan. And just to get that clean, because it's annoying if you're looking at a video and it has those noises. It's hard to get that out and chop it up and look back at the entire thing, at least when I'm editing it and when it publishes.
Yeah, so I just edit videos and stuff. It's had the amount of time you just watch it doing it. Yeah.
That's why I wanted to be short. So like, if short is good.
Yeah.
It's like 20 minutes is good, half an hour
20 minutes not short, but people have no attention span. I subscribe to like a wrestling podcast, man, but I never watch any of the podcasts. It's like an hour, but you just have the shorts. And I was watching shorts, because the shorts would say exactly what they're talking about in the short.
Yeah.
And it's be like a minute or 2 minutes long.
Shorts usually be the best part.
Yeah.
The shorts, I don't really make that many videos, and to edit it into a short form, I just need to figure out how to do it. And it's probably not that hard, but I just don't know how to do it right now.
Yeah.
And I don't edit on phone, I only edit on computers.
Well, I never really interfere with any of our uploads since they had shorts. But it's not just something built into you have a video existing and you create a short from the YouTube thing. Yeah?
Well, maybe.
I never looked into it.
It might be. But so let's say I do a podcast and I have a guest, but the guest is on virtual, right? Then I want to have the two faces side by side somehow. I still have to edit that. I can't just trim it because the video is on landscape format and the short will be portrait format.
Yeah.
So it needs to fit. So I feel I might have to do some editing, but it might have a way like. I had seen somebody else software that would automatically create. So
when you crop that, you gotta have you in it and still move the window to be under. Yeah.
And if it's like 2 of us, it'll have to be like have a space in between.
Yeah.
So to make it fit, we might have cut it and just like put it together.
Oh no, you could just have you
top and bottom.
Crop you when you're talking and then just switch it.
I can do that, but that's why I still have to figure.
Because generally when I see shorts, it's designed for phone. It looks like.
Yeah, the design for the portrait style. So it's just to figure out how to do that, and at some point I might get to it and like go look back at the podcast and just cut out some clips and put it in. At some time I had created a TikTok about reading like lines from Zombosis and like fun lines.
Well, I'm not on TikTok, and so you're one person who would have watched that, didn't watch it.
You could have put the bag yourself up video. I still have it. Make bag yourself up. That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
That's the true end. No. That was the actual ending.
Bag yourself up.
Yeah. No, that wasn't that alternate ending where you survived. That was just a reenactment of the ending. Okay, right. Yeah, I remember.
The Mata. He died. He was that.
The best character in the whole book.
The show stealer.
Just going back to Zombosis a minute. And going back to Zach and Dan and the description of all the characters, When you know the start to describe every character other than Zack and
right. So
it's like so he was very sweaty and he smelled really bad.
So I think you said, and it's good to get feedback from people, right? That I didn't describe what Dan would look like.
Yeah.
But
yes, because when he was writing it, yes, I remember that. Because when he was writing it, he was like, okay, well, I am Dan. I know what I look like. I don't need to write this.
So the intention was to have the pictures in the book, so that if somebody wants a description, they just look at the pictures.
Okay.
So, but if I do the second edition,
no.
It would
what
make sense
I feel
to
really
describe.
happened was you were writing that he was tired and thing, and he was like, okay, I need to describe these other characters. This is written in the first person. I am the first
Dan
person.
Dan wasn't the first person. Zack was first person, I think. Zack was first person.
Well, third person,
from the point
but
of view.
put it over his shoulder.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So, well, this is through his perspective. He's encountering these people, and we describe them. And I didn't describe Dan because, well, I am already Dan.
Or you could say that the reader could put themselves in the shoes of Dan and they become Dan.
And coincidentally, you were the reader, so it worked out.
That's true, because I was the primary reader of that book.
Yes.
You could have put yourself in the shoes of Dan, you see. The character is Dan. Not
really. I somehow put myself into Augie.
Okay. So somehow. Okay, I don't know why, but okay. Oh yeah, so about the podcast, right? I just want to say that so I have watched back yours at first, and yours have plenty of editing, right? Because reasons, because it was recorded in the night, right? Rixon take coffee to try to.
This man I ready to sleep, and this man ready to think. So I drink coffee. I had some real brain fog, and this man here tell me what he gonna ask me. So anything you think, I had to stop and pause and think, kind of thing.
So you stink in class if you had a teaching class?
No, that is what preparation is. Before you go in a class,
you need to be
you know what you're teaching. Yeah, well, in a way, but I wasn't expecting you to ask me about my toilet habits. so that was kind
of so I watched it back, but I didn't watch it. I listened to it back when I was driving.
Yeah.
And even though it was edited, and you don't watch the video, I just listen to the sound, it's actually very entertaining.
Yeah, so it would flow better, and mine was, the advantage mine had over other ones is mine was shorter, mine was brisk. Yeah, and you're like, you cut off like all the arms and stuff, because you have improved on that. Like the first few times, it had the filler words and stuff, which I actively trying to avoid using and all in school. So instead of saying the just don't say nothing.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and it has come across much better. So I know practicing with that, but I was like, second or third guess or something? Yeah, so by my time you're still getting into it. So you had edited down all of that, and it was like better pacing.
Yeah, I want to try to actively adjust the way I speak. So I know that's something I plan to do, and right now I didn't actually do it as yet.
And it doesn't notice it until you watch yourself on video, because you would be talking and thinking and you say, I sound real intelligent, and you watch it and you're going,
it's like, bad, right?
Okay,
so then,
that's coming across.
Then
as
I was saying that it's bad, like if you do an interview, and you think that you do well in an interview, but you're not sounding that good.
Yeah.
So some people could be very fluent.
Yeah.
Especially if you're let's say in Canada, and everyone, depends on the person, but people have very good English. You could already get an advantage just by having a better fluency in English than someone who doesn't, even though you know the language very well.
Yeah. So, because even though we speak in English, when you're in an interview, you still have to try to get the Trini out of it. Yeah? So it come like that, stalling, yeah.
I get used to kind of speaking proper when I speak to people in Canada.
Yeah, just adapt it.
Yeah. So it's not too hard, but for some people, I imagine that it's difficult, and then I recognize that I do the a lot, and when I become conscious of it, like let's say I do an interview and I become conscious of it,
that's all you can think of.
It makes it worse, right?
Yeah.
So then it slow me down even more.
Yeah.
And then my brain will just go blank, and then I can't think of anything.
All you're thinking about is not saying
Yeah. and I can make a joke about it, but I don't think they'll. I mean, they
Nah,
might laugh
nah.
at it.
They would be in so
In
much
some-
interviews for the day. That wouldn't be funny for them.
It depends. Sometimes like your personality. So like
Oh,
they have to
oh,
say like
yeah.
you're kind of easygoing.
Yeah.
It does help like kind of you know your stuff,
Mhm.
but you can make a joke and just make it a little bit lighter,
Yeah, yeah.
make it a little bit different. I stand out a
Yeah.
little bit, so it could help.
But as if it's a real joke and not a cringe joke though, so.
As long as somebody kind of laughs.
Mhm.
If nobody laughs,
Yeah.
then you might as well just sign out. And
What if only you laugh at your own joke?
you can just laugh and just log out of your interview, yes?
Or I just say I'm internet cut.
Just say goodbye.
Yeah, Zoom interviews
Just say,
now, yes?
just say goodbye.